He has to be the sorriest kid I've ever seen in my life. That's a kid that will never amount to anything. I cannot believe my son is such a worthless kid. And what's worse, it's all your fault that he's that way.
Imagine the nightmare of hearing those words from your parents every night. For Ronnie Morris, this was his reality.
My sister and I used to hide in our closet a lot of nights in the middle of the night. Never knew for sure what Mom would be like the next morning when we got out of bed. Several years later, my older sister Pam, on the last trip back to her house to end a relationship with an abusive husband, was cornered in the back bedroom and shot by her husband and killed.
Ronnie spoke about his experience of abuse at this year's Chocolate and Chic Luncheon, benefiting Brighter Tomorrows.
We have our 21st annual Chocolate and Chic Luncheon benefiting victims of domestic violence, something we've been doing for years. So it's to raise money to shelter victims and their families. And we also have a transitional housing program.
I have nightmares about the way she looked at me after that.
In addition to the keynote speaker, the event included a silent and live auction and a luncheon featuring an appetizing 3-course meal. Chocolate and Chic raises awareness to the fact that domestic and sexual violence is growing.
People are really talking about it more than ever. The epidemic is growing. It's not slowing down. And so it's very important for those victims to know that there are resources available to them.
Through Brighter Tomorrows events like Chocolate and Chic, victims are not only learning about safe housing options, but they're also gaining funds for the essentials of their new homes.
The majority of our funding is through grants. We don't have a lot of individual funding. So the more corporate sponsorships and things like that that we can get, funding is cut year after year, more and more. So the more awareness we can build so we can get corporate and personal funding, it helps benefit those victims so we can serve more people.
It's a life-saving service that the community is proud to support.
God bless you in what you do, and God bless those whom you serve.
For About Town, this is Susan Comyog.